Good morning. We're in our second part of Thank God for Science, and today we're going to do the math. And we're not going to do as much math as you think maybe, but we're going to turn to the book of Job. Some of you may pronounce that Job, but it's the book of Job. And the book of Job is a little bit hard to find. It comes right before the book of Psalms. So you sort of go to the middle of your Bible and turn back toward the front, and you'll find Job. When we get there, we'll be in Job chapter 37. But you know, one can look around the earth in modern times, and after many decades of scientific discovery, and see nothing but math. We can see nothing but the equations that scientists have discovered that puts our universe together. For example, how many of you know the speed of light? I didn't think so. It's 670,666,629 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Do you know that if you travel the speed of light, you can travel around the earth 7.5 times in 1 second? Faster than Superman, by the way. How many of you know the speed of sound? Somebody might know that. Anybody know the speed of sound? Somebody said they knew it. Let's check here. 767 miles per hour if it's 68 degrees outside. So temperature and humidity have something to do with it. And that's why you can see lightning often before you can hear it. That's why we can break the sound barrier, but we can't even touch the light barrier like on Star Trek, right? Radar. We take radar for granted. Radar stands for radio detection and ranging, and it's used to send out and bounce off objects to locate where they are and what size they are. And then we invented something even better, Doppler effect radar. Not only can Doppler effect radar locate the size of something and where it is, but it can locate the intensity of something. It not only measures the mass, but the drops inside the mass. In fact, it's this Doppler effect radar that's given you a ticket before and raised your insurance rates as you were speeding in your car. The policeman pointed his radar gun at you. Sonar is almost the same as radar, but it uses sound instead of radio waves to detect what's out there. It's used best underwater because sound travels efficiently underwater and over long distances. And we have measurements for all kinds of things, don't we? All kinds of different disciplines of science, both internal, biological, and external in the world of physics. We have growth charts for humans. We know at what certain age we check our children when they're young. Are they in the 50th percentile or 20th or 90th percentile? Who are they going to be? We know what a heart rate should be in average, and we know when it's too low and maybe there needs to be a pacemaker. I hope I got that right. We know if it's too high and we have hypertension and we need to do something to help control that so we can hit that place where the math works out just right, beats per minute. We know that just the right amount of gas can burn through a fuel injection system and send a car barreling down the road at 60, 70 miles an hour, or one of those miles an hour where you use the Doppler effect radar gun to get a ticket. And it's absolutely amazing. This world is created in such a way that it works together. Ice, for example, floats because in any given mass, say the mass of a square foot, ice is about 9% lighter than water. So it rises to the surface. It would cause a catastrophe across the earth if ice sunk. It wouldn't defrost in the winter. The water wouldn't have the right channels to flow through. We might experience periods in winter where there was no water, just like the desert. Water and ice are beautiful creation of God. Does anybody know how gravity works? You know how gravity works? Gravity, that was a John Mayer song. Gravity works the same way every time. It's absolutely amazing. Every time I drop this shoe, it's going to go down. We could stay here for weeks, and it would do that every time. In fact, we could even drop the other shoe, and it would do the same thing. Do you know without wind resistance,